Hi, my name is Ethan McKenney, and today I will be talking about individual data privacy, its importance, and its impact on our daily lives. In the digital age, we generate and share an enormous amount of personal information, and it is critical that we understand the risks and take measures to protect our privacy. Firstly, let's define what we mean by individual data privacy. Individual data privacy refers to the right of individuals to control their personal information and how it is collected, stored, and used by others. This includes sensitive information such as full name, address, social security number, financial information, medical records, and many more. Why is individual data privacy important? Personal data is valuable to businesses and governments because it can be used for targeted advertising, research, and development, and to make decisions that affect our lives. However, this collection and use of personal data without proper consent and protection can lead to serious consequences, such as identity theft, financial fraud, and even discrimination. In addition, data breaches have become increasingly common in recent years, with large corporations and government agencies being hacked and personal data being stolen. This has resulted in significant financial losses and damage to the reputations of these organizations. In some cases, sensitive information has been leaked, causing harm to individuals and their families. So, how can we protect our individual data privacy? Here are some tips. Number one, be aware of what personal information you share. You should be mindful of what information you share online, including social media platforms, and always read the privacy policy of the websites you visit. I think this is a big one because of the day and age that social media plays and how big of impact it has on our daily lives. And I think just people should be aware of what they're posting and how often people see it, because one little mishap and a slip in a post can cause people to, I don't know, take your information and use it in places that you wouldn't want used, and there maybe could be no way of tracking who has that. Tip number two, use strong passwords. You should create strong passwords and update them regularly. Avoid using the same password for multiple accounts. I think this one is really important because having a pattern of passwords could be not it could be dangerous, because if someone figures out one, they could figure out most of your other accounts. But I think a lot of websites today do a good job of making you switch the password regularly, and maybe making you switch completely new names, new numbers, and everything. So I think that one is very well, like, spread, that people should be doing that. So I think that's a tip that everyone kind of knows already. The third tip is one that is kind of on the up and coming. Use two-factor authentication. Using two-factor authentication whenever possible to add an extra layer of security to your accounts. Now, this one I think is really awesome in the fact that it allows you to kind of keep an eye on where people are logging into your account or what devices are logging in. Now, I have found trouble that if your phone or wherever is the second factor of authentication is not around you, it can be a pain, because you have to go through all these ladders and fences just to log into your Gmail per se, or something like that. The fourth tip, keep software up to date. Keep your software, including antivirus and anti-malware programs, up to date to protect against latest threats. Now, this one I think is very important because keeping your systems up to date allows the people that upgrade the systems to put in more forces to protect from data privacy and more kind of barriers. But I think that we find a lot of trouble with this is with the older generation, because these folks, they don't like to update their, say, phone or computer, because they may think that they're getting just random stuff put onto their computer and allowing more people to kind of keep track of them, which is a big thing of why should I update my computer and what actually is it doing to help me. Number five is big. It's use a virtual private network or a VPN. You should use a VPN to encrypt your internet connection and protect your privacy when browsing online. Now, a VPN kind of protects where you're browsing and what kind of sites you're browsing in. It kind of protects you from any leaks or data people that can steal your data from just clicking on a certain website. And I think that a VPN is super, super important because of the fact that it kind of gives you a sense of protection when you click on a site that maybe isn't known or doesn't have all the fancy letters, and it's kind of just a low site that you may think people have kind of hacked into. So a VPN could really help with that. Number 6, be careful with public Wi-Fi. Be cautious when using public Wi-Fi as it can be easily intercepted by hackers. Avoid logging into sensitive accounts or making financial transactions on public Wi-Fi. I think this is a really hard one for people to kind of do because public Wi-Fi is one of the best things that happened to just the world because it allowed people to stay online and stay connected even when they're away from home or work. Now, public Wi-Fi, whether it's password protected or not, I feel could be easily kind of tracked and hacked into. Not making financial transactions or logging into sensitive like bank accounts or sensitive work accounts, I think is a very big thing. You should be cautious because you never know how many people are using that Wi-Fi and how easy it is for them to go to your computer through that Wi-Fi, or someone logging into your accounts and using your passwords you have saved on your computer. Saving passwords on your computer is a really nice feature, and Google for sure and Google Chrome does a really good job of saving your passwords. And it makes it so much simpler to log into any site you can save it on. But I think that is it's kind of in the I think it's kind of on the fence whether that is morally okay. And I think some people are very okay with it and some people are very against it. You'll find that almost there will be a person that has almost every account stored on Google and all their passwords to make it very simple to log in. And then you'll find people on the way other side that doesn't ever save their password because they feel that Google saving their password makes it easier for people to hack into your Google account and find all your passwords for every single account, not just your Google one. And I think it's kind of a horse apiece on whether you believe it or not. I think it's awesome that we have gotten this far that we can trust a program to keep all of our passwords safe, and I haven't had any problems with it, and I love that I can just log into an account super quick. Um, the last tip is to check your credit report. Regularly review your credit report to ensure that no unauthorized accounts or transactions have been made in your name. Now, this one is kind of a huge thing and a huge problem because if your credit card number or credit card gets stolen, it it could be detrimental to your credit or to your money supply. But I think having the app or having access to the credit card company to cancel it and to just get rid of it is very nice. But I think regularly checking your credit report and reviewing all the transactions is super important because you want to know what's going in and out, and you want to know if someone else is in that account and how you can get rid of them and ultimately not cost you money and time and just all the things that go in with your credit card. So, in conclusion, individual data privacy is an essential aspect of our digital lives, and we must take the necessary steps to protect it by being aware of what information we share online, using strong passwords and two-factor authentication, keeping our software up to date, using a VPN, being careful with public Wi-Fi, and regularly checking our credit reports. We can help protect our personal data and prevent it from falling into the wrong hands, and ultimately prevent it from hurting us in our life, and just ultimately keeping track of everything that we have online, because it can be a scary place for a lot of people. And I think that it is a safe place if you use it the right way. And I think that a lot of people are scared to use it like that and are scared of the dangers of it, but I think if you use all the tips that I mentioned in this presentation, it should all be safe and you should have your individual data privacy protected. Thank you.